Hey everybody, it's Grace. I'm wondering if anybody else experiences this. You know, if you're around my age, I'm a baby boomer, younger baby boomer. I go and I exercise. Last year I started, January of last year, not last January, but January of last year, 2017, I started an exercise program. I mentioned this before, I'm not going to go into the whole detail. But last year, whenever I was doing it, I had noticed, I think it was my left leg, the ankle was hurting, okay, it would hurt. And I had, actually, the ankle, I don't remember why the ankle would have hurt. It could have been whenever I hurt the right side too, when the dog had a squirrel, Marmaduke had a squirrel moment, and literally had a squirrel moment, and really hurt me. Because he was on a leash, and I was holding the leash, and I was stepping off a curb the same time, and he saw the squirrel, took off the different direction, wrenched my my right arm, upper arm, my right lower leg fell, my leg went off the curb the wrong way, twisted, and but I think that's what happened to my left ankle too. Something happened in that whole thing. But anyway, so this year, last year it was the ankle. This year it's the left ankle. This year is the right side of my body, and mainly the calf muscle. But I started adding in, I've mentioned this recently, adding in a stationary bike that I have, and I realized I can't go as fast as I used to, I was never much on using the stationary bike. I only got it a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, something like that. But I've had one before. But I've never been much into using one. Since I was a teenager, I probably, when I was a teenager, I rode a bike. Even younger than that, we had bikes, since I was a kid, and from a kid through high school, even maybe. I don't know if I did have one in high school, but yeah, anyway. It's been a while since I've done a lot of, using this kind of thing, walking as exercise, or cycling as exercise, whatever, have an exercise program. And I know I've mentioned those in videos, but this is a new video. If somebody's just now starting to watch, they don't have the history. So, okay, now add into this, I used to work as an activity director, believe it or not, for senior living communities. So I have had a little bit of an education about, exercising, but I think whenever it comes to yourself, it's a different story. Feels like something just bit me. But, I was out in the nature preserve. But, yeah, when I worked in senior living communities, usually they had some kind of guideline, or we were taught of what to do with, senior citizens. But I'm talking about people older than I, my elders would be my elders. And, so they were really mild, very mild, basically like, putting your arms up and then down, and stretching your hands, and, this kind of thing to keep the muscles, so nothing really, not a big workout. Now, some did. When I did my internship, I did it one, and I thought that they did a lot. But you build up. You start, you build them up. So anyway, what I was taught wasn't for people my age. Okay, as you age, we're taught this as children. We're, teenagers, and then if you go to college, you have PE classes also. And then there's probably a long time that you don't have anybody telling you to exercise, and then, yeah. But anyway, here I am. I'm 54. I'll be 55 in a week. Yeah. And I don't know when I'll put this video, so I may have already passed my birthday. But anyway, yeah, trying to figure out why all of a sudden, really seriously, all of a sudden from last year to this year, does this calf muscle, now this pain's coming, out. But anyway, I have a route, a little routine, a route that I take. Just started doing it. Actually, this will be the second time. But it's not really the second time. I've done it before, but never saw it as something to do every time. But now I'm starting to see I need to do the same one every time. So then I can judge how far I can go without it hurting. Is it improving? You know, I didn't have this pain before in the right one. So, but anyway, I have this, you know, route that I take now. I'm going to continue to take. And last time I got about halfway through it is a benches. There are benches there. So I sat down at the bench the last time, and all I do is just sit down for maybe a minute, and then I'm ready to go again. You know, I've known that since early last year. Okay, and the last time I got halfway and I had to stop. This time I got halfway and I really didn't need to stop, but I know that there aren't any. There's one set of benches that's close to that, but it's, yeah, I didn't want to go and then get halfway and then have that pain, you know, because there needs to be somewhere to sit down and wait. I don't want to sit on the ground, because right now I'm itching and I just stepped on near a plant. So anyway, boy, I sound like a mess, don't I? But yeah, so I sat there and waited, and somebody had a dog, and some kids came up, you know, a kid and a couple of young women, and they were talking to the woman. She was older than I, with the dog, and you know, all of us were kind of like congregated right there, you know. So I sat longer than I usually would, and a couple minutes really, and kept walking, and it kept hurting. It was hurting and hurting. I'm like, really? I used to be so athletic, you know, when I was younger. Muscular legs. I've noticed my legs are so skinny now. It's unbelievable. But you know, I used to be, you know, kept up with all this stuff and everything. And it didn't seem like, because I'm very active as it is, you know, just normal. I'm not the couch potato type. So it seems like this is what's happened, you know. We know when you get older, your body deteriorates a bit, you know, as time goes by. But it seems like it just went boom, you know. And I have worried about that with people saying, well, when you exercise, you're tearing down your muscle, then you have to build it back up and all this kind of stuff. I don't know what any of that's true. I'm not a healthcare professional provider, so I don't know. I'm not someone who could say that they know what they're talking about or not. But, yeah, you know, it just seems like, you know, the more I've done, the worse it got. Although my ankle, you know, it doesn't give me any problem, my left ankle anymore. Neither one of them, really. So that's good. That's an improvement. But now it's something different. You know, it's always something. It's one of those always something kind of deals. But anyway, I don't know. I just thought I'd keep a record of this, and I'll keep a record, you know, on YouTube, and maybe that'll keep me motivated. Although I just did a video about it just the other day, I think. But yeah, like I said, I never know when I'm going to upload them. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. If you want to subscribe to this channel, click the circle. If you want to watch another video on this channel, click one of the rectangles. And by the way, what the heck is that over there? Can you see it? I don't know if you can. Anyway, like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would, and I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.